Are you trying the case this week as well, or is it just Ms. Elizalde?
It's right now, it's just Ms. Elizalde.
Okay.
And another one.
And another one. That's fine. Good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court criminal docket. For August 1st, 2023, all matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufa, would you call our next case, please?
Judge, on page 4, Mr. Anderson, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, let me
Thank
bring
you.
your client.
Hi, Judge.
Hi, Mr. Anderson. We've gone back and forth on this guy. In fact, I thought I had some kind of paper recently.
Which one is this? Is this Mr. Gomez?
And that's what I have on page 4.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let me see if I have this case summary.
You want me to call it, Judge?
Yes, please.
In cause number 2021 0D0 031 and 2020 0D0 5479 and 2023 0D0 0383, State of Texas versus Ernest Gomez. Announcement of counsel, please.
Good morning, David Vandenberg on behalf of the state on all three causes. And the state
Rick Anderson on behalf of Mr. Gomez is ready to proceed.
And Mr. Gomez is appearing remotely as well. We are scheduled on the probation cases for status hearings, but we do also have that final judges conference. Let's start there before we get to the probation stuff. How are we doing on the new case?
well, we have a rec of 4 TDC on this one, Your Honor. There's also a non-pros that was filed in this. Mr. Anderson sent a copy to me this morning.
Okay, well, when are we set for trial in that case? I apologize. I'm looking at the case summary on the probation cases. Anyone?
I'm pulling it up, Your Honor.
We no longer have a motion pending, is that right? The recommendation on the probation case is, of course, just to continue on probation, which the court is inclined to do unless I'm hearing anything negative since the last time we were here, Carla. I don't see that. He completed his ACOP. I had ordered that the motion to revoke be dismissed and KPS recalled. He was to attend BIP and we modified him on July 28th. That's probably what I saw recently. Motion is still pending. So I need a motion to dismiss on the probation cases, Mr. Vandenberg, on the 2020 and the 2021 cases.
Judge, Mr. Vandenberg may have not been present at the time we first addressed this case.
Got it.
So if I may summarize it quickly, this is around Christmas. The complainant came in to see me to sign in, was very persistent, sign an affidavit non-pros. I didn't have the, I had no knowledge whatsoever about the case at that time. So she just basically said it didn't happen that way. She was extremely, or she didn't know exactly what the allegations were. She didn't remember what she told the police. She just said she was very emotional, but that he did not assault her. We had that conversation at the time when he was in jail. You agreed to give him some gel therapy, I guess I'll call it, and then perhaps do the BIP to take care of the aggravated assault or assault, family violence. I sent the affidavit of non-pros on several occasions at the various hearings. He is not pleading to 4 to do. He's not pleading to anything on this case. I think we resolved it reasonably well back in December when he probably had to serve 30 days or even longer. I can't recall because he sat in jail for a long time before he even submitted for the ACOP. The complainant is was very descriptive of how well he's done on probation and that she thought the incident was her fault, so on and so forth. So I'm only saying that because Mr. Vandenberg, we've had this conversation, I think on many occasions. Reasonably, I think everybody thought the case was simply going to be dismissed. But of course, we let the process take its place to get to where we are now. So I think it should be dismissed, and please reach out to the complainant and she'll tell you that he did not hit her or anything like that.
I won't speak, Mr. Vandenberg, so you know, with respect to the new case, but I am obviously, I can kind of tell on this history that the court was inclined to keep him on probation rather than revoke him on the DWIs. And let me just ask this, does he have a prior pen trip?
Let me see. We have that, Your Honor.
I'm just going to look up the trial date and then I'll leave it to you all to confer. We do have a jury trial setting at the end of the month.
That's
August 25th on the new case. So if there's going to be some type of an agreement, Carla, we've modified him to BIP on the DWIs already.
Yes, Your Honor. That
Okay.
was addressed last hearing on June 29th.
Did we also include a no offensive contact with the complainant in the family violence case?
I want to say, Your Honor, let me double check, but I want to say that those modifications were submitted since like December or January.
Right,
and
since we got wind of the new
serving-
family violence.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Your Honor, he has 2 prior pen trips.
So, Mr. Gomez, you were pretty lucky to get probation. So I'll leave the new case up to you all to work out. Just know that we're looking at that trial date. For my purposes on the probation cases, quite honestly, I don't need to come back on a probation status hearing anymore on his probation cases. Unless, Carla, you have something there, like is he compliant on the monitor? We don't have any curfew. Are we running him for traffic citations? He's not driving, right? No, okay, yeah. I figure I'll just leave the new case with you all. Myrna, if we have any probation status hearings, I really don't need them going forward. For my purposes with Mr. Gomez, you all are just dealing with the new case. Okay, and understand if you all do come to some type of agreement on the new case that involves a plea or anything like that, that for my purposes was not going to impact his probation at all. Okay,
Thank you.
Understood, Judge.
all right, thank you very much. Who's
Yeah.
next? Yes,
Still-
ma'am, Ms. Carla, hold on, let's talk to Ms. Carla.
And Mr. Gomez, the MTR is still, it wasn't dismissed. I just wanted to remind the state.
Right, so yeah, I'm assuming is that it's asked to both Mr. Vandenberg, so if you could, after we're done today, make a notation there and get that dismissal in on the motions.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you, you all are excused. Who's next?
Stay with Mr. Anderson on page 14, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2022-0D01987, State of Texas versus Javier Alejandro Gutierrez. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state is ready.
Greg Anderson, on behalf of Mr. Gutierrez, also ready, Your Honor.
Did Mr. Gutierrez check in, Mr. Manufal?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, we're here for a final hearing plea deadline. Mr. Vandenberg, what's the rec?
It's 10 deferred, $4,000 fine, 400 hours community service, UA's, BA's, curfew, and standard terms and conditions.
Mr. Anderson?
Your Honor, I am discussing that with my client, just so that you're aware, there was an additional notice of extraneous, which we recently got, which I think is going to impact what the client is going to choose to do. So I'll be moving for a continuance and request that I be allowed to evaluate that. I've had conversation with Mr. Vandenberg about that, and I think we've agreed that in light of kind of the new allegations, that we would, I believe he's not opposing a continuance of the case.
That's correct.
My concern, Your Honor, is that as I had the conversation with Mr. Vandenberg was that his offer be left open for a period of time. I was asking for 90 days because I wanted my client to have a full and fair chance to accept that offer, or if he chooses not to throw caution in the wind and go to trial, that he at least have the opportunity to make that call. And so, Mr. Vandenberg, I did see that you placed the rec on the portal. Well, I guess the first question, Judge, is will we be allowed a continuance in light of the circumstances?
So I didn't see a motion, but if you would please file your motion, I am gonna grant it, being that the state is not opposed. However, I want to make sure if this is a matter where everything else is ready to go, but we're just taking some time to consider some last minute things, that we set it fairly soon. Of course, fairly soon. I'm looking at November 3rd, and Myrna, I'm now going to look for you to tell me if we can put them in on November 3rd.
Judge, I think it's going to be difficult for me to evaluate the new extraneous allegations by that time, to be quite honest.
3 months? That's not enough time, no?
I was hoping more for 4 months, possibly. Just so I suspect that I'm going to need to be able to, or going to be required to examine school records and things like that, at least as it relates to this extraneous. And I suspect that may take a little bit longer than the November date that you just suggested.
Miss Myrna, what are we looking at in 2024? You're muted because I can hear you through the door.
I'm sorry, February 16th, Judge.
Okay, there's your date. February 16, final hearing plea deadline on the 13th of 2024. And then let's have a status conference December 5th and January 16th. We'll do a final judges conference. Okay.
And then, Mr. Vandenberg, do we have an agreement that your offer will remain open for a certain period? I'm asking for at least 90 days, but if you can allow 120 days, I would appreciate that.
That's fine. 120 days works.
Okay. All righty, then we'll get you scheduled. Please file your motion, Mr. Anderson, okay?
I will, Your Honor. And Mr. Vandenberg, this is an agreed continuance, correct?
That's correct.
Also noted, I'll note that on the motion.
Thank you very much. Do you have anything else?
Mr. Marufo, is that it for?
That's all I show for you this morning, Mr. Anderson.
Then you're excused, Mr. Anderson. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Judge. I'm kind of punch drunk because I've been called out by Ms. Wright about how quiet or muddy my language has been. I've had to handle many different cases.
Well, I could hear you just fine today. So between the both of you, thank you.
I'm not mumbling. I told you that, Ms. Wright. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks. Take care. Who's next?
Judge, may I address two hearings that we missed from this morning with Mr. Spencer and Mr. Chappelle
Sure.
before we go on?
Mhm.
On page 12, in clause number 2022-0D01931, State of Texas versus Fernando Rojas Aguirre. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state is ready.
Your Honor, I'm on another Zoom. Can I call you right? I'll be right with you in a second. Your Honor, good morning. Joe Spencer on behalf of Fernando Aguirre.
Okay, this is set for a final judges conference. What's going on this one?
We have a rec, Your Honor, of 25 TDC.
Mr. Spencer, we're set for trial September 15th.
Yeah, Judge, we have we have the Martells that are set also, Judge. So I'm gonna file a motion for continue on this case. So we can try that's a double, we have co-defendant 2 murder cases. So I want to get that case resolved.
Okay.
We're not going to take the 25 years. The other thing about this case, Judge, you may recall, I was getting some information that I needed to get. Mr. Vandenberg, are you the lawyer that's going to be handling this case? I've gone through several other ADAs on this case.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'll reach out to you and give you some information that might help you resolve at least most of this case, if not all of it.
Most welcome. Look forward to it.
Yes, sir. So Judge, I'll be filing a motion for continuance, but I wanted to give the court a heads up that we're going to be ready to go on Martel.
Okay, Mr. Marufo, did Mr. Aguirre check in?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, perfect. I'll tell you, as we go forward, I mean, it's not a whole lot of time. Once you get your motion filed, Mr. Spencer, I may hold off until that final hearing plea deadline, to look at it and see what shakes out, I guess, is what I'm thinking.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am, Your Honor. That
All right.
works. Thank you, Judge.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Who's
Thank you.
next?
On page 10, Judge, I got Mr. Chacon hearing in
Mhm.
cause number 2023-0D03458, State of Texas versus Jesus Enrique Ruiz. Announcement of council, please.
That's going to be Mr. Munson.
Mr. Munson is not here. Okay. Let me get a hold of him, Judge.
I'll let him know.
We'll come back to you, Mr. Chacon. We need the other prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll be here.
Okay, thank you. Who's next?
Third on page 13, Judge.
Yeah.
Because number 2023, excuse me, Judge, it will continue on to page 14 and page 15 also, Judge.
Mhm.
Because number 2023-0D00599 and 2022-0D02719 and 2022-0D02701 and 2022-0D02699 and 2022-0D01602 and 2023-0D00600, State of Texas versus Joey Gutierrez. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state on all matters.
And Daniel Avalar for Joey Gutierrez, Your Honor.
Did Mr. Gutierrez check in, Mr. Marufo?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all of these are set for final hearing plea deadline. Wow, what's the rec?
Well, it's a global wreck here, Your Honor. It's
Mhm.
6 TDC for all.
Mr. Avalar, final hearing plea deadline, what's going on?
We're respectfully declining that offer, Judge. We're wanting probation, Judge. Nonetheless, we are
Yeah.
asking for.
Let me revise that. I'm sorry, I read from the wrong line. There's so many lines interspersed with this. It's 10 straight probation, no contact with CW, BIP, $4,000 fine, 450 hours community service.
Well, there's your probation, Mr. Avalar.
Yes, that's correct.
Let's do it.
Is your client available to come in today?
I don't know.
Today's the deadline.
Yes, ma'am. I'm slammed today, but I mean, I can do what I can.
Well, is he in the waiting room, Mr. Marufo, by any chance?
No, Judge.
No. Okay. Well, I can't reset you for Thursday, Mr. Avalar, because we're in trial.
You want me to file a continuance?
Is this our first setting?
Yes, ma'am.
I believe so, yes.
Is it?
On some of these,
Let me see. For now, you can file your continuance. I honestly, what I really want from you, Mr. Avalar, is confirmation that your client is accepting the offer, right? I know you said that, but it doesn't, I don't know if we've got that confirmed or not. What I can't do is right now, can't bring you back on Thursday, assuming that he's like, oh yeah, I'm ready to do it, blah, blah, blah. And I can't set you next week. I'm gonna have to set you like 2 weeks out. What I don't want to do is put you 6 months out. That's what I don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. August 1st, that would get us to August 15th.
Okay.
You think you can go over that with your client and have that confirmed? And if it is confirmed, have the plea paperwork all back to the court with whatever it is you guys, if you guys are pleading to some, dumping some, whatever it is, by that date. in which case I will make it an in-person hearing. So Myrna, let's do a reset of 2 weeks to August 15th with the accompanying trial setting. But let's have that final hearing plea deadline be at 11 a.m. in person.
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't really need a continuance from you, Mr. Avalar. We're just gonna reset it with the understanding that Mr. Vandenberg, you will be sending over that plea paperwork to Mr. Avalar. And Mr. Avalar, you'll have it back to us in time so we can do that in-person plea, okay?
And when is it set for again? Is it Thursday, Your Honor?
August 15th, I believe, is a Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday at 11 a.m. Okay,
We do have, I think, at least one CW who wants to make a impact statement.
understood. Let us know if they can be here in person. If not, we can make accommodations to have that victim appear via Zoom if she is or he is agreeable, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All righty, thank you. All right, who's next?
Continue with Mr. Avelar, bottom of page 15, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2022-0D0-0366 and 2022-0D0-1442 and 2023-0D0-0673, State of Texas versus Jesse Herrera. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state. State is ready. On all causes.
And Daniel Avalar for Jesse Herrera.
Final hearing plea deadline on all of these. What's the rec?
We have an agreement on this case, Judge. I think it's 10 AP.
That's correct. It's 10 straight probation, $2,000 fine, 250 hours community service, UAVA's curfew, standard terms and conditions, and on case 1442, restitution. On case 673, that would be dismissed.
Okay, so can you and your client do it? Have you received the plea paperwork, Mr. Avalar?
We just agreed this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, you want to do the same thing on Mr. Herrera? Do it for August 15th. We'll make this Mr. Avalar Day.
Yes.
August 15th, 11 in person. Same thing, Myrna, on this guy. And Mr., let me see, it's a drug, robbery and unlawful possession. Mr. Vandenberg, same thing. If you have any witnesses, you know, it'll be in person, but we can make an accommodation for them to appear via Zoom. Okay? Okay, just make sure you get your paperwork done. Anything else on that one, on those?
Nothing further.
Okay,
Your
great.
Honor.
Okay, who's next?
Continue with Mr. Avelar on page 16, Judge.
Okay,
In cause number 2023-0D0-0650, State of Texas versus Abel Magdaleno. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state.
And Daniel Avalar for Abel Magdaleno, Your Honor.
did Mr. Magdaleno check in?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, what's the rec, Mr. Vandenberg?
It's dismissal for 100 hours of community service.
Hmm,
I
Is
think
that a new rec?
it is a new rec.
Yes.
Judge,
Nande.
the court is missing the waiver of arraignment.
Ándale.
Right at a final hearing plea deadline. He's missing his arraignment. I'll get it in. But I like that, Rick.
So I'm gonna give him. Oh, it's the first setting as well. It was just indicted. We just had our arraignment back in March. So I'll give him until the end of the year. By the end of the year, I mean December 5th.
Okay.
So on December 5th, Ms. Myrna, let's do final hearing plea deadline, maybe / dismissal with a trial date for the end of that week. All right.
Okay.
I don't necessarily need to have him back until then if we're just working on community service. If you get it done sooner, send them your paperwork so we can get a dismissal.
Absolutely. This one.
Sounds good. Who's next?
Judge, top of 17, I have the interpreter here for Mrs. Martinez.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Noyola.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am?
Okay.
Uh,
Yes,
I brought in the wrong defendant.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna put you back, Ms. Neal. I'll be right with you, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Marufo, have you chatted Ms. Martinez to have her connect to audio? She connected?
Yes, I am, Judge.
Señora Martínez, buenos días.
Buenos días.
No, she's connected.
You want to explain to her how to connect, Ms. Noyola?
Señora Martínez, ¿vamos a usar la función de interpretación de idiomas? ¿Ya la ha usado antes?
No, la primera vez.
No. Entonces, en la pantalla de su celular, donde están los tres puntitos y donde dice More o más, usted verá que aparece la función de Language Interpretation, interpretación de idiomas. Le voy a pedir que la seleccione de la lista y luego Spanish o español. En un momentito va a aparecer.
Ok.
And counsel, if you could select English, please. Mr. Huffman, is this your client?
Sí, ya.
Oh, yes, Judge. Good morning.
And I don't hear you, so please select English. Thank you, Ms. Noyola.
Can you hear me, Judge?
Now I can. All right. Let's call it.
Ms. Martinez,
In cause number 2023-0D00654, State of Texas versus Lindsay Yvette Martinez. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Ms. Martinez.
And Ms. Martinez is appearing remotely. She is also utilizing the assistance of a court interpreter, Ms. Gloria Noyola. Counsel, we are set for a final hearing plea deadline. Mr. Vandenberg, what's the rec?
It's 2 years deferred, a BIP $1,000 fine, 250 hours of community service, UABAs, curfew, no contact with the complaining witness, and these standard terms and conditions.
Mr. Huffman?
I've conveyed that to my clients. We are declining the offer.
Okay, this is a first setting. I know, Mr. Huffman, you're on another case, but I'll leave this one on this trial docket, assuming everybody's ready. Is everybody ready?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is ready.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. I don't think this one is set for 2 days of jury selection, though. So, Mr. Marufo, well, Mr. Huffman, you already have the jury sheets, right, for August 4th. Your client, so that she is aware, unless she hears differently from you, is set for trial at 9 a.m. on August 4th, okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Judge, we'll be going back to page 13, Judge.
Okay, do we still need the interpreter?
No, Judge, that's the only person we need.
And Ms. Noyola, Ms. Martinez, you are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Second on page 13, Judge, in cause number 2023-0D00582, State of Texas versus Luciano Sierra Flores. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state is ready.
Uraga for Mr. Flores. Good morning, Your Honor. We're ready.
Good morning, and I do see, is that Mr. Flores appearing there? Do you see him, Mr. Udaga?
Yes, Your Honor, that's my client.
So he is also appearing remotely. This is a final hearing plea deadline. Mr. Vandenberg, what's the rec?
The rec is BIP for dismissal.
Mm.
Yes, and Your Honor, we had already declined that offer. My client, and I mean, I think the facts do support my client's innocence. There's a non-prosecution or recantation that has been sent to the state in this case as well. And my client was offering I guess in the spirit of negotiation, he was offering to do some sort of anger management for dismissal for whatever drama happened on that night, but not the 24 weeks, $600 BIP course that my client has absolutely no history of family violence, and he's denying the allegations. So if the state is willing to accept the counteroffer, my client will be happy to complete the class. And
Sure. Mr. Vandenberg, BIP is anger management acceptable, or does it have to be BIP?
Let me check on something here. That would be acceptable.
Okay, how quickly can he complete that, Mr. Udaga?
If the court can give us at least 3 weeks, would that be?
Sure, we'll reset for 30 days. I don't remember anymore because they always have all kinds of different things. Is it like a one-day online thing? Is that what it is? Okay, all right. We will reset this for 30 days. Myrna, this will also be for a final hearing plea deadline / dismissal. Okay, I just want to make sure you all have your trial date in the event, I don't know, something happens. Mr. Flores, I'll refer you back to your attorney. Your case has been reset for 30 days so that you can complete the anger management class. Upon completion, the state has agreed to dismiss your case. Thank you very much, Mr. Udaga. Mr. Flores, you were excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Bottom of page 16, Judge. In cause number 2023-0D00652, State of Texas versus Isaac Rene Martinez. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state is ready.
Dennis Moore for Isaac Martinez, ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Okay, did Mr. Martinez check in?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, what's the rec, Mr. Vandenberg?
Well, the defendant has been accepted to Veterans Court. So it'll be moving into that.
So he got screened, Mr. Moore. They've accepted him. So are you doing the plea here? Are you asking what is it that we're asking?
It's been agreed to by Ms. Elizalde and Mr. Salcedo. We're in the process of doing the paperwork. We're waiting on a form from the National Guard, and then once we do that, then it'll have to go through the screening process. But it should be able to go through within a.
What kind of timetable? What kind of timetable are we looking at?
And it won't be a plea, Judge. It'll be the PTI version. It'll lead to.
It'll be the what? I'm losing your audio.
Oh, I'm sorry. It'll be I guess the PTI version they call it. When he finishes it, it'll be when he finishes the program, it'll be dismissed. So I think once everything is done, it'll be transferred to the 346. And I think the timetable, optimistically, maybe 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay. So let's put you about 6 weeks out. Let's see. 8/1. Let's go with September 19th. I'm going to reset this for September 19th with the understanding that I guess once all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted, then you all will let us know, and then we just transfer it to the 346. Is that right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, beautiful. Then that's what we'll do.
Right.
Thank you very much.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
You may. Who's next?
Middle of page 17, Judge. In cause number 2022-0D04316, State of Texas versus Rafael Mendia. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state is ready.
Luis Yanez on behalf of Mr. Mendia, Your Honor, we're ready to proceed.
And final hearing plea deadline, this one, weren't we contemplating a continuance? You had an expert, Mr. Yanez?
Yes, Your Honor, we did file the continuance. We requested the data that we were waiting on from Ms. Elizalde, who's
Mhm.
trying to get it for us, so we can in turn turn it over to our expert.
Okay. So yeah, I thought this was the one that, because we discussed it, this was the one that was scheduled to go this week. And with our prior discussions, I remembered we were going to move it. What was the timetable? I see the motion for continuance. That's going to be granted.
We're
But
also
what kind of timetable are we looking at?
we're also I'm still waiting for that data, Judge. I don't know how long it'll take Ms. Elizalde. She said she was getting on it, and we're also trying to discuss a resolution of this case.
Okay, so that's a couple of things. Mr. Vandenberg, do you have a rec? Number one, number two, is this now your case? I understand Ms. Elizalde is not going to be in this court anymore, so I want to make sure everything is
Okay.
transferring over.
Yeah, the rec is 10 TDC with a DW finding. This case will be transferred to another attorney who's going to be coming in for Ms. Elizalde.
Okay, so who is Mr. Yanez's? Do we know who Mr. Yanez can contact now if we have some outstanding info?
He can contact me directly.
Okay, all right. All right, so we're in a little bit of transition, Mr. Yanez. I think we're at February just in terms of our regular settings. And I know I feel like we discussed this with your client as well. So Myrna, let's find the first special setting we can get them in 2024.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Yanez, as soon as we get that, we'll get notices. And then I do want to have those regular hearings leading up to that trial setting, because we're going to have to follow up with whoever the new prosecutor is that is going to handle it, and to check on some of the discovery issues. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you, Mr. Vandenberg.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
You may.
Thank
Who's
you.
next?
Up on page 14, Judge.
Okay.
In cause number 2023-0D00598, State of Texas versus Eric Alejandro Gutierrez. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state. State is ready.
Carlos Tristan for Eric Gutierrez, ready, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Marufo. Did Mr. Gutierrez check in?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. Vandenberg, what's the rec?
We have 2 years of deferred probation, straight probation. I'm sorry, I misspoke. 2 years deferred. BIP,
Okay.
$1,000 fine, 100 hours community service, no offensive contact with CW, UAs, EAs, and curfew.
Mr. Tristan?
Yes, Judge, my client, he's denying the allegations. I've had the complaining witness call my office relentlessly. I told her to, contact the DA's office about this case. I believe they were at some point in contact with Ms. Elizalde. So in regards to maybe getting this taken care of before, if Mr. Vandenberg is willing to offer maybe a class for dismissal, I'm sure my client would be inclined to take it.
Say it again, please.
If you offered a class for dismissal, my client would be inclined to take it.
Such as BIP, is that what you're saying?
No, like an 8-hour course.
Okay.
So is this our first setting?
Yes, Judge.
I bet it is. Is anyone asking for a continuance, or Mr. Vandenberg, do you have any modification of the rec? I mean, it's an AV with a prior, so I don't know. I don't know what the strength of the case is.
Yeah, we're not going to ask for continuance on this, Your Honor. I'll send Mr. Tristan information about a possible class for his client.
Did you say you will be asking for a continuance?
No.
No, okay, all right. So there you go, Mr. Tristan. You ready?
Well, I believe Mr. Vandenberg said he's going to be sending me information regarding a class for dismissal. Am I right?
That's
Okay.
right.
Oh, so you're in agreement to do that, Mr. Vandenberg?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. All righty. Well, yours, Mr. Tristan, would also, I'm trying to think who we did. I'll give them until December So, well, actually, November 28th,
Yes, Judge.
November 28th, final hearing plea deadline reset with a trial date on December 1st. Okay,
That works, Judge. Yes.
alrighty. Thank you very much.
Thank you. May I be excused?
You may. Who's next?
Judge, top of page 13,
Mhm.
in cause number 2023-0D00585, State of Texas versus Tamika Ellaby. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Miss Ellaby. Sorry, yes, Miss
I
Ellaby.
know, yeah, we're set for final hearing plea deadline, but I know this is one where we had lost track of Miss Ellaby for a minute and counsel had withdrawn. So I know, Mr. Huffman, your office just got it and she's in custody now. She's been in custody about 15 days. What's the rec on this case though, Mr. Vandenberg?
It's 5 TDC, and the basis for that is this is a forgery case. Secret Service has reviewed the note, so we'll have a Secret Service agent come in to confirm that it's a counterfeit.
All right, so there's your rec, Mr. Huffman. I'm not going to count this as a continuance unless you know right off the bat that Miss Ellaby's inclined to take 5 TDC.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so
It's a $50 bill that my client thought was real. I'd like to see the bill. I don't know if Mr. Vandenberg has that to do it.
I'm basically going to restart you all, Mr. Huffman, but because she's in custody, I want to know, are you okay with a February 2024 setting? If not, I'm going to try and squeeze you in on November 3rd.
We would, well, I'll try to work this case out before then, but the sooner the better, Judge.
Okay, November 3rd. Myrna, let's get him a couple of monthly settings leading up to that final hearing plea deadline trial date, please. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Huffman.
Thank you.
All right, who's next?
Bottom of page 13, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2023-0D00596 and 2023-0D00595, State of Texas versus Anthony Gutierrez. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state on both causes. State is ready.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Gutierrez, we're ready.
And Mr. Gutierrez is connecting to audio. He was in the waiting room.
So, Your Honor, the rec on the burglary case is 18 months. And the rec on the ag assault is 5 deferred probation, restitution, $1,000 fine, 100 hours community service, UABA's curfew. Those will be run concurrently.
Okay, whoa. So it's 5 deferred on the ag assault, and I'm sorry, the AFV, is that right?
That is correct.
And then on the state jail, 18 months, like time?
Yes. I'm sorry, probation, 18 months of probation on that. Straight probation.
So it's 5 deferred on the ag assaults, and then it's straight on the state jails?
Yes.
Is that right? Mr. Huffman?
We're declining that offer, Your Honor.
Declining all of it?
Whatever the offer is. I think is it 1244A, 1244B, 18 months? But either way, we're pleading not guilty on the aggravated assault. We definitely want our trial on the aggravated assault case.
Right.
Okay.
And also, do you want the trial on the burglary?
We're not too thrilled about going to trial on the burglary.
So y'all ready this week?
On that
You're
aggravated assault.
So you're kind of rejecting, right? You're definitely rejecting on the ag assault, but
We can wait 18 months on this. Or I don't even know if that's a possible plea on the 18 months probation.
yeah, no, I'm not really understanding this, rec. In any event, you're telling me he's not taking it on the ag assault and you all are set for trial on Friday.
Absolutely, Judge. And we're ready.
Okay. Mr.
We're
Vandenberg,
on
ready?
that case.
I'm sorry?
We are ready on the aggravated assault case.
Okay.
The burglary case, there's
there's some fingerprints, well, I'll just leave it at
That's
that.
okay. So we'll have 595 ready. State, are you ready? I think this is the first setting, is it not?
I believe so. 595 will be ready and 596 we're ready on that too, Your Honor.
Okay, well, you all have your jury sheets. Mr. Gutierrez, you are set for trial this Friday. You're one of a few cases that are set to go on Friday, so I'll leave you to your attorney to discuss what's going on there, but you're set, you have your trial set. Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Gutierrez, you're excused. Who's next?
Middle of page 16, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2023-0D00644, State of Texas versus Michael Lewis. Announcement of counsel, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Lewis. Judge, we are not ready. I have not had contact with Mr. Lewis in a while, if ever. I don't think I've had contact ever. And there's been a pending warrant since I've gotten the case.
So he's been outstanding with us forever? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like I signed off on his PR. All right. Well, let me ask the question. Mr. Maruf, did you check in?
No, Judge.
Okay. So the warrant's outstanding. I guess we'll just catch up to him when we do. Mr. Huffman, thank you very much. Who's next?
Bottom of page 17, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2023-0D03822 and State of Texas versus Oralia Nido. Announcement of counsel, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state, and the state is ready.
Mr. Ortiz, are you there? There you
I'm
are.
also ready, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning. And Ms. Nido is appearing remotely as well. I have this down for a review hearing and an arraignment. So please, if you haven't already, please get the waiver of arraignment. I did review the PR bond conditions. I do want to make a slight change there. It's a pretty high bond. They have her, if I'm not mistaken, they have her at 72,000 cash surety, 3,000 PR. But she's got at least allegedly 3 priors. So this is DWI number 4. Miss Nido is not going to be allowed to operate a motor vehicle. Does she have a valid driver's license, Mr. Ortiz?
I don't know, Judge. I'd have to ask her if she has a valid driver's license or not.
Miss
But if
Nido?
she's not gonna be allowed to drive, Judge, I don't think that's gonna matter too much, right?
Well, I would like to know if she has a valid driver's license. Obviously, if she's nodding yes. So I would like to know if Miss Nido, you're muted right now. If she has a particular need, so I can consider she's
An
gonna
occupational, maybe?
No, I mean, if she's got a valid driver's license, I want to know why she needs to drive.
Ms. Nido, can you take the mic off real quick?
I'm asking her to unmute here with this little button.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Yes, ma'am.
There, now we can.
Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am. I do have a valid driver's license. It had been suspended and I had gotten an occupational driver's license and it was reinstated in June. I do drive my car with a breathalyzer. I have a I had it installed. So I've been driving my car with the device.
Let me check something very quickly. Well, she's got a good PR report. Normally, Miss Nido, folks in here don't usually have driver's licenses because they're suspended, but it sounds like you've taken care of that. And if you've already got the interlock, that's what PR confirmed and you are compliant with it. In that event, in that case, Mr. Ortiz, I'm not going to make any changes to her conditions because I don't like to throw them off track once they're already doing okay. But I will tell you, Ms. Nido, so that you know, so it doesn't come to a surprise to you later if we're not in good shape. I don't normally allow folks to drive. okay? License or no license, but you've gone through all the steps to kind of make sure that you're covered in that sense and you're compliant with your monitor, and that's the biggest thing that I look at. I will be reviewing your case as we go through in terms of your compliance with your PR bond conditions, but I'm going to make no change at this time. Please, Ms. Neela, don't mess up. Don't blow positives into that monitor, because the second PR tells me that, I'm going to revoke your privilege to operate a motor vehicle, and I'm going to require that you get a portable monitor. So please.
I understand, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Judge, thank you, ma'am. May I be excused?
You may.
Thank you, ma'am.
You as well, Ms. Needle. What's next?
Thank you.
Middle of page 18, Judge. Cause number 2022-0D00799, State of Texas versus Carlos Gallegos. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state. State is ready.
Felix Valenzuela for defendant. Ready, Your Honor?
Mr. Valenzuela, is your client appearing today? Do you know?
I don't know, Your Honor.
Okay,
And I
the
apologize.
reason I asked, we have somebody in the waiting room that I don't know that we've been able to identify, and he's been here at previous hearings.
He has been here at previous hearings, so it might be him, but I apologize, Your Honor.
No worries. We can check. Mr. Madufui, is it Carlos Gallegos at Samsung?
Let me check, Judge.
Mhm.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Let him connect to audio. We'll get started. All right. Mr. Gallegos is appearing remotely as well. Did you already call it, Madufui? Yes.
Yes, Judge.
We're scheduled for a bond hearing. Mr. Valenzuela, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. In this case, we're just asking for modification of the bond. And the reason why is that my client, he was convicted of, possession of controlled substance. However, what the court ordered in this case is a portable alcohol device. There has not been any prior history of any alcohol use or alcohol abuse in this case. My client was completely compliant on his pretrial release. And the big reason is that given his work conditions, he's at an ophthalmologist, if I'm saying that correctly. And the portable unit is really going to interfere with his being able to service patients and service clients there. So that we're only asking the modification of that one provision, Judge.
How many times is he testing? 3 times a day?
Let me see. Mr. Gallegos, you're on mute, sir.
I will tell you, if I remember correctly, in this case, in the possession case, they were drinking in a car outside of the home where he allegedly threw the baggies into the yard, right? Oh, he's only blowing twice a day. And he had a dismissal on an ag assault where he was in a bar fight, and there was accusations of drug use there. And obviously drinking. So no, I'm going to deny the request to modify the bond.
Okay. If the court would impose any alternative conditions that won't interfere with his work, I mean, that's our primary
What are his
route.
work hours?
Mr. Gallegos, are you able to answer that? You're on mute, sir.
I work from 8 to 5.
I hear
You work from 8 to 5, Your Honor.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we can do 7 a.m. and 7 p.m.
Just
Thank you, Your Honor.
for the Paso Water Utilities, and I might start working for Paso Water Utilities.
So he has applied for a different position, Judge, and so if those hours change, would the court be willing to adjust the hours pursuant to his work conditions?
Yeah, I'm not really inclined. I mean, I understand he has an 8 to 5 job, and if he's dealing, with clients in that sense. But I do have a concern, Mr. Valenzuela, about your clients drinking and drug use, quite frankly. And unless he wants to go to PR bond and get tested weekly, I think he should just stick with the monitor 2 times a day, and that's the order.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate the court's consideration.
Thank you very much. He's freezing, Mr. Valenzuela. So if you need to come back, feel free to ask for another hearing, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
May I be excused, Judge?
You may.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Then on page 18, Judge. In cause number 2023-0D03820, State of Texas versus Hector Perez. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state is ready.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Perez, we're ready.
This is also a review hearing and an arraignment. So Mr. Huffman, if you haven't gotten the waiver of arraignment in, is your client here for this one?
It is
No?
not, Your Honor.
Can you check in, Mr. Manufo?
He did check in on Monday, Judge.
Okay,
Did he? Judge, he's got a pending warrant. And
right.
I tried calling him. The last note I have is apparently the judge and the jail magistrate was willing to recall the warrant if he got the interlock device. That's the last note I have in here.
So what I have on the notation on the KPS is that he got the KPS issued because he did not get the monitor, but he was reporting, right? Is he at 30,000? I can't read my notes. Is it 30,000 cash surety, 45 PR? Is that what it was at?
I'm not sure what the current bond, the current warrant is.
I do know the warrant, and I just think the underlying bond, I think I have if I can read my notes, yeah, it's 30,000. It was 30,000 cash surety, 45 PR. Do you not have contact with your client, Mr. Huffman?
There's an email address here. I've called the numbers. I'm waiting on him to email me back. I didn't realize he had checked in. I figured he was.
He's checking in. He's not getting the monitor. That's why he got the KPS. So I know you're going to be really busy. I'm going to reset. What's our next setting on him?
We have a judges conference September 21st.
That's too far. So I'm going to reset him for 3 weeks for the review hearing. Obviously the arraignment, squared away. The review hearing, we're going to go for 3 weeks. And I'm telling you this, if you make contact with him, he needs to get the monitor. He gets the monitor. He's been reporting. He's been calling in for court. I'm inclined to recall the KPS, but he needs to get the monitor. I think it's a financial issue, if I'm not mistaken. So please see what you can help him with. Okay, but I want that monitor on, period.
Good.
Okay, ande pues. Thank you. Who's next?
Middle of page 15, Judge.
What happened to Mr. Chacon's client? He's been
we're
waiting.
I'm here, Judge, waiting patiently, but you take your time as long as it doesn't go too far off, because I got to go see the doctor.
All right, there's Mr. Munson. Let's do it.
It's on page 10. In cause number 2023-0D03458, State of Texas versus Jesus Enrique Ruiz. Announcement of council, please.
President Munson for the state stage ready, Your Honor.
Most Honorable Judge Perez, Fernando Chacon for the defendant ready, Your Honor.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. It looks like you're just here for an arraignment. I think we still need a waiver from you, Mr. Chacon, on your client. Your client's been in custody for a minute.
I think I sent it, Judge.
Okay, just double check on
Could you
that.
check
I'm not.
for me again? Maybe my mind is so gone these days that I might have think I sent it, but I've got it signed here.
So I'm not looking. Let me see in Odyssey. 1 second.
It's been filed, Judge.
It's been filed? There you go, Mr. Chacon. I had a notation on the docket that it was outstanding. All right. Well, Mr. Munson, what's it right?
The recommendation is 2 TDC.
2 TDC. All right. Do you all need anything from me? If not, you're good to go.
Thank you very much, Judge. Be excused.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr.
Have
Munson.
a great day.
You too. Who's next?
Judge, in the middle, towards the bottom of page 5, I have Mr. Munoz here.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Your Honor. Later on, earlier in the day, we had a final judges conference on this case, and what it is that I had filed a motion for a speedy trial. It's a 2008 case. But
Oh my goodness, I hadn't seen that. Okay.
according to the discovery, this happened in 2007.
When did you file the motion for speedy trial, Judge?
I filed it.
Oh, I see it. March
3/6.
6th. Yes, I see it. I'm sorry. So we have a trial in a couple of weeks, Mr. Vandenberg. Do we know what's going on this case?
This is Miss Elizalde's case. There's no wreck at this time. It's an old case, but the defendant absconded. He was absent for a long time, Your Honor.
Your Honor, and in response to that, I've been looking at my discovery as well. And this was a non-arrest. They were looking for him. An abscondent is if you know if you have something pending and you don't show up, but that would be absconding. But I don't know how they're gonna do the absconding, since this was
An unarrest.
an unarrest, a super secret indictment.
Super secret. Yep. The warrant was issued on February 1st. There's the indictment. But really, nothing happened until January.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you have your trial date. Has it been worked up? Has it, Mr. Vandenberg? Like, are you all locating witnesses, things of that nature?
I am pulling it up right now.
That's a toughie.
Yeah, it's an old case.
I was just out of law. I was still a prosecutor when this got indicted.
Well, and looking,
I think I was still married.
Okay. Wow. So you may need to take a look at it, because with the motion for speedy trial on there, you can expect that one ready to go on August 25th, Mr. Vandenberg. So
Yeah.
whether it's you or someone else handling it, cross your T's and dot your I's and be ready to go.
Your Honor, before
Yes.
the trial, which is on the 25th, is there any way we can have a setting for the speedy trial setting motion?
Absolutely. I mean, if the state, well, no, I already hear something. So let's, I would anticipate maybe the week before.
Okay, if
But
Mirna,
let's do,
if Mirna can just send me a setting so I can be ready.
8/15. So August 15th, motion for speedy trial.
At what time?
We can do, if you all are good with Zoom, if you're good with Zoom, we can do it at 10:30.
10:30? To Zoom, yes, Your Honor, we'll do it.
Okay, great. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
Okay, thank
Right.
you.
Thanks. Who's next?
Middle of page 15, Judge. In cause number 2021-0D02898 and 2022-0D03199, State of Texas versus Roberto Hernandez. Announcement of counsel, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state. State is ready on both causes.
We have been on behalf of Mr. Hernandez. Right.
All right, status conference and probation status hearing. Okay, hold on.
This is the time where the defendant was going to plead and we had the paperwork done. And
This was Lenny Morales's client.
Yes.
I was wondering why his name rang a bell. So you're just on this, Mr. Huffman. Have you had a chance to speak with Mr. Hernandez?
No, Judge, I have not. I think we've been appointed for like 5 days.
Yeah, and there was, I allowed Mr. Morales to withdraw. Refresh my memory, please, Mr. Vandenberg. What was the offer?
It was 3 TDC or 5 straight probation, safe P, TAP, BIP, UABA's $3,000 fine, 300 hours community service.
I don't recall, Mr. Huffman. Initially, I think there was discussion about he'd been in custody for so long and wanted some assistance or was agreeable to do some kind of treatment. So I said the only thing court would accept is safe P. And then we also had a TDC rec at that time. And with his amount of time, you know, I think he became less inclined to necessarily want to do treatment. And so that's fine. But there was really a breakdown in communication with his previous attorney. They just, for whatever reason, it wasn't productive. And so that's what we're dealing with. He may just want to take 3 TDC. In any event, we're starting from scratch. So I'm going to reset these both for 30 days, but at that point, then I'm really going to need to set him quickly for a trial because he's been in custody for so long.
Yes.
Saw that.
Yeah.
And the court is, I mean, he's been in custody for over a year, so I think by now he's detoxed and.
Oh, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're asking my opinion, he probably is just do the 3 TDC and move on. But,
We're hoping the court would reconsider the safety.
yeah.
So long, I think.
Here's the thing. I really was not at doing any type of keeping him on probation.
Okay.
So the fact that here down the road, he was agreeable to safety, I was like, well, okay, you know, if you're really looking to get treatment, if not, you know, if everything's good to go, then we can just remote you and take your time.
Understood.
Okay. All right. 30-day reset. I know you have a lot on your plate, Mr. Huffman. Who's next?
Judge,
Oh,
in
is
the
it?
middle of page 16, Judge,
Mhm.
Mr. Hausman client, Lambeth George is here in person. Do you want to do that in person or?
Let me see. Let me look at it. I do have my, let's see, crashed into a fence, passed a community college. He was at 50,000. JMAG reduced to 7,500 cash surety, 40,000 PR. He has 4 priors. Yeah. Are you coming up anyways, Mr. Huffman? Do we have something that you're coming up for?
No, I'm in my jeans. I don't have anything this afternoon or this morning in person.
Let me look at the bond. Do you want to, I mean, your client's here, so you want to come up or you want us to put him on Zoom? What do you want to do?
It's okay with me coming up in
Yeah,
jeans.
come on up.
Sure, I'll be up there. Is
Mr.
that the last one I have?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see y'all in a second.